Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We got a little change of scenery. We are no longer in Florida, my garage. We are actually in Iowa at Paragon Performance, getting ready for their end of the year car show. Ooh, we got a Z06 pulling in right now. We're getting all the cars set up, take you guys on a tour of Paragon, show you guys where all your parts are coming from. And then I'm gonna try to convince Corey to let me take all the shop cars out for a drive. So they've got their full track car. They've got their C8 with a Procharger on it. So I wanna show you guys the difference between those two. And then of course, they just got their shop Z06 with the Vossen wheels lowered. Right now, they got the prototype Eventuri intake on there. Check out the Dyno Procharged C8 Corvette. This thing is wild. Procharger, headers, AW exhaust. She's loud. We'll definitely get you guys some sound clips later. Let's go and show you guys where all your parts come from. Parts come in through this door, get dropped off here, and then they get thrown up on all those shelves. Got some carbon fiber struts, got some maxed in design stuff, all the prototype stuff that they're working on. Don't know if I should show you all that. Brake pads in here. Looks like some Borla exhaust there, AW exhaust, front splitters, D51 coil wrenches. Got our oil caps, some brake fluid caps, tons of parts. I think it's over $1 million in parts. The engine cover for the convertibles. But yeah, pretty cool to see where all the parts come from. Just this massive warehouse in the middle of Iowa. All right, guys, so we got the go from Corey. We got the keys to all the shop cars, so we're gonna compare them all. We're getting the full bolt-on C8 right now. I'm gonna try the supercharged C8 after this, and then there's Z06 with the Eventuri intake. We're gonna drive all three. I'm gonna try my best to compare them all. So this car's got the Carbon R intake manifold. It's got the Eventuri intake. Looks like it's got headers, Paragon exhaust. Not sure what it's pushing. Dang, feels good to be back in a C8. God, this car's so different than the Z06. All right, so full bolt-on car. Let's just give her a rip. Track mode, first, second, third gear pull. Here we go. Spin it. Okay. Let's try that one more time here. Do a roll and pull here. Tires having a little bit of trouble. What I noticed on this full bolt-on car is on the C8, I remember around like 80 mile an hour, just the, the top end, it just didn't want to pull. This thing keeps pulling all the way through that RPM range. It feels really good. All right, guys, we are in the Procharged C8. This one's got, looks like factory manifolds, but the Procharger, which is the most important thing, and Paragon exhaust. So here we go. I heard this thing gets no traction, so it's gonna be really fun in 40-degree weather. So this is a 3LT, got the GT2 seats. Man, I miss these. The carbon inserts look really nice. Oh boy, you already starting to hear that whistle from that blower. Oh man, that is a really cool sound. The Z06 has a really cool exhaust, but this blower, that whining noise, that sounds crazy. I hope you guys can hear that on the mic. I don't know how much this is pushing. I want to say this is their stage 2. All right, so let's just start off with a nice easy pull to get used to it. Woo! It hits boost, it pulls, holy. Oh God, the sound is just insane. Launch control, Procharged C8. Here we go. Oh, she's fun. She's a lot of fun. If you have a C8 and you can't get a Z06 because of allocations, this is the way to go, I think. Could you imagine this on the E-Red? That's gonna be a crazy car. It looks like a Z06. It's gonna sound like this if you Procharge it and all-wheel drive. This thing is crazy. Oh, I need a breather. This was That was intense. Like, it's just a rush of just power. Totally different from the Z. All right, guys, so I got the info on this Procharged C8. So this is their stage 2 kit. They say it's pushing around 640 horsepower. So the Z06 is 670, this is 640, but this has way more torque. I don't know which one's gonna be quicker, this or the Z06. Check out that supercharger, that thing is massive. The sound is definitely intoxicating. All right, guys, we are in the Z06 now. This car has the Eventuri intake on it. It's got lowering springs and lowering collars, so it's gonna be a lot different from my Z06. I will tell you one thing, the Z06, man, it just handles so well. Like, just getting in this car, it feels way more planted than the C8. It's a special feeling, not gonna lie. It's a really, and then that sound, like, yes, the Procharger sounds, woo! Procharger sounds awesome, but oh, this thing sounds awesome as well. I'm just gonna give it some hard accelerations first. Let's ease into this, especially this car. It likes to break loose really, really easy, so. What was that? That was different. I've never felt it accelerate that quick. Mid-range, it just rips through it now. 3,000 RPM, it just took off. We're about to go on a cruise. I get to pick one of the 3 cars. I'm definitely gonna take the Z06, and we'll get some more seat time, and I'll figure out this Eventuri intake. All right, so we're here at Legend State Park. Been in the car now for about, I don't know, a solid 30 miles. Eventuri intake, that's definitely a must. You have to do that. You pick up so much power between 3,000 and 5,000 RPM, and even top end, it's almost like it hits boost. Can't wait to get that. As for the suspension, obviously the roads here are a lot different from Florida. It's really hard for me to tell ride quality. The stance from the outside looks absolutely amazing. All right, guys, we just got back from our cruise. What a day. Got to drive all the Paragon shop cars. Got the track car, got the Procharged car, got the Z06, all very different in their own ways. Which one is my favorite? It's a tough one between the two, to be honest. This has like all the torque, tons of power up front. It's a monster. This is just like a sophisticated beast. It's amazing. I don't think you can go wrong with either or. You're gonna get super excited driving either one. Off just looks alone, I would go with a Z06, but if you can't get an allocation, definitely get a C8 with a Procharger. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for the end of the video. Huge shout out to Paragon, Corey, Jeremy, the whole team. Thank you guys so much for having me out here. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. Later.